Everyone has applauded the Las Vegas Police Department for the quick action during the shooting. For more, let's bring in retired Assistant Sheriff Gregory McCurdy of the Las Vegas Police Department. Sheriff, thank you so much for joining us. We want to play for you this from the Today Show earlier. It appears we don't have the sound. Talk us through this extraordinary response from everyone we have spoken to in Las Vegas, the speed in which the first responders made it here, and the fact that they ran in the face of this crisis, and for many of them, completely outgunned by what they were facing.
Well, it goes back to some training we did shortly after the Mumbai attacks. We spent a lot of time with what's called the MACTAC response. We put officers through active shooter training, and once you continue to train, people have a tendency to react normally because that's what they do. And these young men and women on this police department, I was telling some folks yesterday how proud I was, and I was texting back and forth with the sheriff and the undersheriff and their leadership and the leadership of all the men and women. But to imagine that, you know, people are unsure exactly what was going on. Imagine now that we look back and we see two holes in the window of a hotel. We didn't train for that.
Right.
We did not imagine that. That's different. That's
so different. This is, I mean, remarkable how it unfolded, and the first responders, and the fact that the first responders were outnumbered by the number of injured. You know, those holes in the windows are right there. But you and I talked in the early hours this morning about how, knowing what little we know now, how you would prevent that from happening again, because no one expected that. No one expected a guy to have all these weapons in a hotel room.
Absolutely not. You know, and we talked about the fact that, you know, I've been in the hotel casino business. I helped open a hotel after I retired from policing. And I look at all the luggage that comes in, people, you know, look at all of your equipment.
Look at our, we come in with 20 cases at a time.
And who would suspect? In addition to that, we have SHOT shows, we have hunting shows, we have a lot of shows where, unfortunately, the folks in hotels are probably accustomed
to seeing long guns and cases coming in,
so
right?
It's incredibly difficult. And I thought, what can we do to change? I think it's just now we're going to have to be more intelligent. Security is going to have to be more vigilant, but it's beyond the security apparatus of a hotel or casino. It includes all the guest room attendants, it includes the bellman, it includes all the staff to look and see who's coming into our hotel. Pay attention, say hello to them. Let them know that they are seen, that they are not just able to move about freely without being noticed. I think that will help. But there's just an unimaginable thing that occurred. October 1st will always be emblazoned now. October 1st, 2017 in all of our minds.
But is that a reasonable expectation? Think about it. Las Vegas has 45 million tourists. People come here to get wild. They come here to be crazy.
Not necessarily be seen.
If you are a hotel desk clerk, should it be a red flag for you when someone says, I'd like to be on the 32nd floor, I'd like to have a window facing north? Should that be a red flag?
Because people ask for that reasonably, right?
I would think that in Vegas, people ask for a lot of wild and crazy
He could have
things.
said, I want to see the show.
Yeah.
You know, he could have said a lot of things.
Which would not have triggered anyone to think that that's unreasonable.
Absolutely not. And that's why this is just horrifically unimaginable event that took place. That the thing that is great when you look at the response, because of the response, 22,000 people in a confined area who could not move, and having now talked to a few of the people that were there, the response from good Americans helping one another, to me, was astounding. And you know, that's something else we have to recognize and be proud of too, because that had to play a huge part in saving lives.
Yep.
And when you imagine that he's firing off a volley of rounds and then he stops, people may have thought, okay, it's over, they get up. Now they get up, their targets again. So you start to think about all of this, the carnage could have been a lot worse, and thank God that it wasn't. And my heart felt thoughts and prayers go out to everyone that was affected by this, because it's affected me, it's affected us as I stand here and I look and I talk to these young officers out here on the perimeter today, and it's just one of those situations that, you know, what can we do? Again, difficult. How can we expect a front desk clerk to be like a 30-year trained police officer? It's not going to happen. It's the hospitality industry.
Sure.
But, you know, we have to just say, hey, you know, let's just look and see what we can peel back, see what it is that we can consider. So, you know, it will change Vegas in the sense that people will be more vigilant, hopefully. and that's all we can do. And we, oftentimes most of these hotels have signs in their back of house that says, see something, say something, which is what we want all our employees to do and tell somebody,
Greg, thanks very much. We appreciate your insight into this. Gregory McCurdy.
Think about those first responders directing people to safety as they themselves ran straight into danger. All right.